Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all, look at us. Me and the furry felons are out here. I don't know if you can see the felons behind me. Just drinking our coffee, enjoying the day like we got nothing in the world to do, and nothing could be further from the truth. Y'all, we got so much to do today. We got grocery deliveries coming from Sam's, Walmart, and Aldi. I know it's ridiculous. I have no explanation. But I know that when I ordered groceries from not one, not two, but three different places, it seemed like a good idea at the time. I can't explain it now, y'all don't judge me. But at the time, it seemed like a good idea. But anyway, so we got groceries coming from three different places. I want to talk about the Walmart, no, I want to talk about the Weight Watchers app and get into some specifics about things we can do on the app that I don't know. Maybe people know about this, maybe they don't, but I want to talk about it just so that we all know how to do what we can do. So I want to talk about that. And of course, I need to do some workouts and I want to make some food. So, y'all, I tell you what, before we get into all that, y'all go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I'm gonna go get the groceries off the front porch because I just heard our last delivery show up. I'll get the groceries off the front porch, I'll get everything into the kitchen, get it somewhat organized, and I'll meet y'all in there and we'll go over what we got and we'll talk about what we're gonna make, okay? So I'll see y'all in there. All right, y'all, as you can see, we made it inside. I got all the groceries. I have them sort of compiled together in some semblance. Okay, there's no kind of order to it. They're all just here. I'm going to go through and show you what I got. I didn't keep them sorted by what I got from where. If you're interested at all, if you care what I got from where, just ask and I'll let you know. Like, if you want to know where I got my egg wraps or whatever, I'll let you know. And like, if you want to know why I pick certain stuff from certain stores, honestly, y'all, where I live, it's like the smallest big city you'll ever see. And as such, there's not a whole lot of competition around here, so you get what you can get where you can get it. Like, there aren't a whole lot of different places to buy certain things other than, it seems like, beers. Like, you can get craft beers in like 15 different places, but you can only buy like egg wraps in 2 stores. So I buy my egg wraps where I can find them. So really, that's kind of how I decide where to get certain things. But anyway, I know, who cares, right? If you don't live here, you don't care where I get my cherries or my egg wraps. But let's get into this. Let me show you what all I got. So like I said, I tried to be organized and then I realized that there was really just no rhyme or reason to any of this. So let's just get into it. These, and I'm not going to tell you where everything came from, but obviously like this stuff is from Sam's because it's huge and ridiculous. I got some fake crab meat. Y'all know how I love me some fake crab meat. This, you can use this to make recipes, but I just leave it in the fridge and eat it as a snack. Chicken, absolute must. Chicken breasts are, oh, this is, sorry. I think this is 1 point per ounce on Weight Watchers. Chicken breasts, 0 points for all the ounces. So I buy these big ol' honking things of chicken breasts. I don't want to pull it because I don't want it to rip and have chicken goo all over my floor, but this is 4 individual packages and I think they're like a pound-ish each. So I will freeze them and then obviously thaw them one at a time. But y'all know I use chicken all the time for lots of things. As a matter of fact, we might throw some chicken in the crock pot today and make a recipe that I know I'm going to regret, but that I'm going to absolutely love. So we got that. This is the spring mix that I love. I don't know the difference between this and like the Walmart spring mix, but this just tastes better to me. So like I say all the time, I bet it's not as healthy, but I like it. So spring mix. Edamame, 0 points, fabulous snack, and it's little baby soybeans. And y'all know I'm trying to up my soy intake because as a woman of a certain age, I'm trying to get control of, you know, my internal heater. So soy's supposed to help with that. Frozen fruit, y'all know the drill. I got the frozen fruit mix. Y'all, So let me show you this. Do not judge my freezer. I'm gonna issue this warning. Y'all can take it for what you will. I got the tropical fruit blend as a replacement for my, sorry, I'm spinning too fast. Please don't get dizzy. As a replacement, as a substitution for my regular mixed fruit, because they were out of this. That other one has coconut in it, which to me, when I mix it with my Greek yogurt, the coconut is just like big old chunks of not very nice when I try to chew it, and it wasn't good. So I ended up picking out the coconut, which is fine. Like, it's totally a first world problem, but I do not recommend that tropical mix as a sub for this. What is this one even called? It's just called mixed fruit. That's very helpful. But this one doesn't have coconut in it. So I was really excited about the coconut until the first time I bit down on one, and it was an unpleasant experience. So y'all know I put the mixed fruit, some blueberries in a little plastic bowl, let it thaw, put it in the fridge. Then in the mornings, I mix it with my, I know that's a lot of Greek yogurt. I mix it with my Greek yogurt, and that's part of my breakfast every morning. So I got those. So let's work our way through this. I got eggs. Y'all know eggs are an absolute staple. I will boil these. Well, I'll cook them in the steamer. Does that count as boiled? In the, not steamer, the pressure cooker. So eggs to boil. I got cucumbers. All of this is 0 points. Eggs are 0 points. Cucumbers obviously are 0 points. Fruit, 0 points. The Greek yogurt is 0 points. So cucumbers. I got bananas. I eat a banana every morning with my fruit and yogurt. And then I have half a cup of Cheerios with some, I'm using soy milk now because y'all, the heat flashes. But half a cup of Cheerios and soy milk and fruits. So I got bananas. I already have apples, so I didn't get any more apples. I got a bunch of apples the other day. I've been using these little, are these Roma tomatoes? I've been using these little cutie pie tomatoes for my sandwiches. So now I'm starting to get out of order, y'all. I'm already sorry. I'll slice up a tomato and have some turkey. And ham. On some low point bread. This is 45 calories a slice, so it's going to be 2 points for 2 pieces of bread. And I think the sliced turkey is 0 points for an ounce, and the ham is a point for an ounce. I just count a point for each one. Again, y'all know that I round up my points just to be safe because I don't want to get any nasty surprises. So I do bread, tomatoes. I have some lettuce in the fridge. So tomatoes, lettuce, the 2 meats, and I use, y'all know exactly where I'm going with this. I use the fat-free ranch dip that I make with Greek yogurt, powdered ranch dip, and then some like onion salt or garlic salt or something. Mix it up. I've been putting that on my bread as a bread spread with mustard. I don't know. I just started doing that. It's really kind of okay good. So I have that for my sandwich. I count it as 4 points. Y'all don't know how many points it really is, but it's definitely no more than 4. So that's a good quick lunch when I don't want to take the time to eat a salad. Because for me, it takes a little while to eat a salad because I, got to make the salad and eat the salad. And I always want to read a book while I'm eating a salad. So if I don't want to go through all that, I just throw together a quick sandwich with some, y'all know my carrot chips, with some carrot chips that I also dip in the Greek yogurt and usually some hummus. Super filling meal. I got green beans. Y'all, these are for the dogs. The little furry felons get green beans as treats because little Miss Daisy has bad knees. So y'all are like, why is she telling us about our dogs? Because y'all, that's how we roll here. Daisy has bad knees, so she cannot carry any extra weight. So all their whole lives, they've had green beans as treats. So that's what they get as treats. So anyway, they got green beans. I got some onion dip for a recipe that we're going to make with onion dip and cottage cheese. Y'all, I'm not the least bit convinced about this recipe, but we're going to try it and see what we get. One thing I am convinced about is I am so excited for these cherries. Can y'all see that? Look how good these look. I am so stoked for these cherries. And aren't cherries supposed to be like, I don't know, antioxidant, or like they cure scurvy or something? I don't know. But I'm stoked for those cherries. They look so good. We are way out of order now. I really did have this some kind of organized. Mashed cauliflower. Y'all know we love this. What was the points on this? Is it half a container is 2 points? I don't remember. I'll put a graphic here with the points on it, but this is really good. It's low points. So I will brown some ground turkey, which is 0 points. So I'll do like half a pound of ground turkey with half of one of these. I'll brown the ground turkey, throw in some corn, like frozen corn or canned corn. Cook that up good, and then throw it in with some of this mashed cauliflower. So good, so filling. And it's like 2 or 3 points for the whole meal. So I got ground turkey, because y'all know that's a staple. I got some bell peppers. Now I got the fancy colored bell peppers because the intern is apparently fancy because he likes the colored bell peppers. Y'all, I'm not that fancy. I don't care about the okay, that's a bold-faced lie. I am fancy, but I'm not fancy about the color of my bell peppers. I will eat green bell peppers, but the intern swears up and down that the colors taste different. So whatever. If it makes him eat veggies, I will buy him colored bell peppers. I got some Tostitos salsa. I needed some salt. Y'all know we got the whole wheat, flax, and oat bran, the Joseph's ones from Walmart. Well, Aldi carries these Loven. Is it Loven Fresh? Loven Fresh? Loven Fresh? Did I just figure out that it's Loven Fresh? I don't even know. But these look better. They're like poofier looking. And it's the same points as the other ones. So I'm excited to try these. I got some cute leggings for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I have no excuse to buy more leggings, but I did. Egg wraps. These are the egg wraps that I can only get in one place, so I got them at Aldi. Got the intern some Tostitos tortilla chips, and that might be it. I think we went through all the stuff. So that's it, y'all. That's all of my groceries. All right, so we've hauled the groceries. Now, obviously I need to put up the groceries because I know some of y'all are sitting there. People do this so smoothly. I cannot do that smoothly. Like set the camera down while I'm talking. Never ever going to be smooth with me. I know some of y'all are sitting there going, she's got frozen food sitting on the counter. I know, y'all, I know. I'm going to get to it. But let me tell you where we're going with this. So I need to put up the foods. I need to do a workout. And then I want to talk about, did I tell y'all what we're going to do? I want to talk about how you put together a recipe in the Weight Watchers app. I know there are some free versions of the Weight Watchers app because some people are like doing the Weight Watchers points and not paying for Weight Watchers. And I know there are some free apps, and I don't know if you can build recipes in those, but it's very simple to build recipes in the Weight Watchers app, but I'm not sure that everybody knows how to do it. So you can either do it in the app on your phone or the app on the computer. I'm going to show you on the computer just because it's easier for me to show you on there than on my phone, but they're very similar. And once you know how to do it on the computer, you'll know how to do it on your phone. So let me put up these groceries. Then I'm going to go work out, and I'll meet y'all upstairs, and I'll show you how to put in just a quickie recipe into the Weight Watchers app so that you can calculate points on your own recipes, and then we'll get together and make something. All right, so let me work out, and I'll see y'all upstairs. All right, y'all, I'm going to throw together just a simple recipe in the Weight Watchers app because once you see how to do it, doesn't matter how big or small the recipe is, you do it all the same way. And y'all don't need to sit here and watch me put 49 different ingredients in a recipe to see how to do it. So I'm going to just throw in a couple of ingredients into this recipe so you can see how to start a recipe, how to put stuff in, and how to finish it. So I've logged into my Weight Watchers app on my computer. And that's what you're seeing here is sort of the Weight Watchers desktop, I guess. And you see over on the right-hand side, the little pull-down menu for create. So pull that down, click recipe, and I'm going to type in the name of my recipe. So I'm going to call it onion dip. And serves, y'all, this is where I struggle. I'm going to say it serves 4. Now I just add ingredients. Now as you type in the ingredients, you see them coming up down in the bottom, and you can click as they come up. And I've got 1% low-fat cottage cheese. You see the ingredients coming up underneath as you type in the name. So you just select your serving size, hit update, and that adds that ingredient to the recipe. So I'm going to add another ingredient. I've put in my cottage cheese. I'm going to add Lipton onion soup mix. And then add the serving size. And a packet of Lipton onion soup mix is 2 ounces. So I'm going to put that in, and of course you can put in less, and that'll be fewer points. But again, just to be safe, I'm going to put in the whole thing, the whole McGill. So now I have my ingredients in, and I can see down at the bottom how many points it is. And I kind of look at that as I'm building the thing just to kind of know. So now I'm going to type in my instructions. And this is super simple, this recipe. So I'm just going to type in mix ingredients together in a food processor. Process until smooth. Chill, and then serve with vegetables, chips, crackers, etc. Now you can put in your details here. They really don't matter, but I'm going to put in 5 minutes prep time, no cook time, easy under difficulty, and I have nothing to say about the description or the notes. And I'm going to hit create recipe. Now from that home screen, when I go to my food and search my recipes, when I put in onion dip, my onion dip recipe comes up. And y'all, that's all there is to it. So obviously this was a simple recipe, and y'all know I'm going to go back in and create a variation with Greek yogurt instead of that cottage cheese and get rid of some of those points. But that's the nice thing about the recipe creator in Weight Watchers is you can put in as many recipes as you want. Just mess around with it and figure out how to create recipes with the number of points that you want. So y'all, that's it. Now that we have the recipe for this onion dip, let's go make it and see if it's actually any good. All right, y'all, let's try this onion dip and see what we've created. First, let me mention, it's a good thing that it's easy to edit recipes in the Weight Watcher little recipe doohickey in the app. All you got to do is go in and click edit and you can change things, because I don't know if I mentioned that I really had no idea what I was doing. Well, I knew what I was doing when I was putting the recipe into the app because I've done that a zillion times, but I'd never tried that recipe before. And I was just kind of making it up. So I ended up using 1.5 cups of the cottage cheese. And I said that each of those little packets of French onion dip is 2 ounces. The whole box is 2 ounces. Each packet is 1 ounce. And y'all, that's legit because I weighed it. So when I adjusted the French onion dip down, that of course reduced the points. And then I adjusted the cottage cheese up, and that upped those points. So the overall points are still the same, but I wanted to be precise. So anyway, I'm stalling. Let me try this. I'm going to taste it on a carrot. Let's see what we got. I don't love it. Just like we say with the ranch dip that we make with the non-fat Greek yogurt, y'all, you're not going to put like that ranch dip side by side with like plain old full fat ranch dip and fool somebody, but it's a good low point, low cal alternative. This is a good low point, low cal alternative to your like full fat French onion dip. Y'all, I love a good full fat French onion dip. So this is good. It's not that good. If you're looking for a dip to eat with like your veggies, or maybe I don't want to try it with chips because I don't want to start eating chips in the middle of the day because y'all know how I am. But I think this would be a good dip to try with chips. If you normally eat regular French onion dip, make some of this and it's going to knock a bunch of calories out. So even if you're still eating chips, this is a better alternative than like a full fat French onion dip. So it's not fantastic. I'm not going to eat this in place of the ranch dip that we normally make with Greek yogurt. And I am going to try this one time with Greek yogurt and see how it is. Because you know, this box came with 2 packets, so I got to make something else. So I'm going to try it, not today, but one day I'll try it with Greek yogurt and we'll see how that is. But I think this is a good alternative to a regular ranch dip. Now, I got some chicken in the crock pot and I'll be back later to shred that up, show y'all what I did, and we'll give that a taster. But for now, I'm going to go do some work and let that cook. It's chicken time, y'all. Did I even tell y'all what I did? So I took one of those packages of chicken from Sam's, put it in a bowl, and shook some Frank's Red Hot sauce on it and just let it sit with the Frank's Red Hot sauce on it for a while. Threw it in the crock pot and cooked it for about an hour and a half, I guess. And y'all, it's perfect. So that was 2 chicken breasts. I shredded up one of them. I'm going to leave the other one whole. I'll probably eat it tonight or tomorrow anyway. But the one that I shredded, I heated up one of those Egg Life rolls or Egg Life wraps and put some of my 0 point ranch dip on it, some more Frank's hot sauce and some chicken. And y'all, I'm going to give it a taste. Y'all know my propensity for hurting myself with hot sauce. So here we go. Didn't I say a couple weeks ago I wasn't going to eat hot sauce on camera because I didn't want like my whole face to turn liquid? Oh my goodness, that's so good. I'm not going to sit here and eat on camera, but I think I made these the other week when we were doing, I don't even know what we were doing, but I made one with the, no I didn't. What I did the other week was I mixed the ranch dressing into the chicken. And that was good, but it was really rich. This is obviously not as rich because it doesn't have all that stuff mixed. Like I put too much ranch in that one. This is really good. And it's 0 points, which makes it really, really good. So y'all, I was gonna make shrimp with Brussels sprouts and rice for dinner, but it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm just now eating this. So this might be dinner. I don't know. But either way, this is really good. I highly recommend. This would be a good lunch. Like you could eat 2 or 3 of these for dinner or have like one with a salad for lunch. And if you did, here's me thinking on the fly. If you did a green salad with like some veg, like maybe some cucumbers, tomatoes, and carrots. I know y'all know what veg is. I know what, you know what vegetables are. But so do some green salad with some vegetables, some of that low fat, low point homemade buttermilk dressing that we made a few weeks ago, and a teeny tiny touch of light ranch dressing. That whole salad is 1 point if you use a tablespoon of ranch dressing. The chicken wrap-up things are 0 points. So you can do, if you're really hungry, do 2 of the chicken roll-up wrap-up things with the salad for lunch. Is it full as a tick, thick as a tick? What is the tick saying that I'm trying to say? Anyway, fat as a tick. You're fat as a tick. You're happy as a clam. What is wrong with me today? Everything is good. You're not going to want to snack all afternoon. That would be a good lunch. Or do 3 or 4 of these. And I know y'all are like, 3 or 4, Danielle, what is wrong with you? These Egg Life things are very light. So if you're thinking it's like a little bitty burrito, it's really not. Because the Egg Life wraps are very light. So they're not as filling as like a tortilla, like a flour tortilla or something. So do 3 or 4 of them for dinner. Still 0 points, and you're still full. So I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very proud of myself for this little concoction. I'm gonna get out of here before y'all are like, she has completely lost her mind, but I'm gonna call that a definite success. The French onion dip is a maybe. It's a good substitution for a fattening French onion dip, but we're gonna keep working on it, and I'm gonna make it better, and I'll come back with a better idea for that on another day. All right, y'all, and hey, if you make a good low point French onion dip, let us know in the comments how you make it. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you made it this far, we're most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos at the beginning of every week with some book videos sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.